Okay, I will absolutely stick around. I don't want any wrestlers dying over there. I'm little concerned about it. Go ahead, guys. I'll leave the floor to you, and I will be right here rooting for the Astros. I'm here.
Well, cheater Bregman's up right now, so it's two outs.
So,
Substitution.
funny enough, I know we've transitioning from from sports to wrestling. Lamar
Entertainment, sports
Jackson,
entertainment.
Lamar Jackson was at AEW today, and Jericho called him out. I don't know if anything ever happened because then the show started, but he did call him out,
What did
and
he
he was
say?
right. So he was saying that he was
What?
gonna. Yeah, he was saying they're in Baltimore, so he's like, oh, and I'll beat whoever. What Ring of Honor former champion because he was basically had an open call out for the Ring of Honor World Championship
Mhm.
for any former Ring of Honor World Champion, whether it's a tag title, a woman's title. He said that, and then he's like, I even beat Lamar Jackson, and then Lamar
Wow.
Jackson was right there in the front. You just see him like,
That's ridiculous. And Jeff Jarrett made an appearance and hit
and,
Darby Allin over the head with a guitar.
and the person that came out to face Chris Jericho was none other than CM Punk's former boy, Colt Boom Boom Cabana,
And
which
that
is like
that's a
CM
shot in
Punk's
the
not
Oh
coming
wait,
back to AEW.
oh,
that's a shot right there.
that's when that was when he broke the fourth wall. That's when he first brought up Colt Cabana.
Exactly. When they were
And that
still
Back in the day.
okay,
but
but
that's also a shot saying you ain't coming back, sir. Because we just brought
exactly
the guy you hate more than anyone right now. We brought him in,
to
so that's
TV,
to
to
TV.
TV.
So what's Punk gonna like? Triple H has already said like no, right? It's
I'm pretty
like
sure they're not
Oh,
gonna want to deal with that headache.
I doubt it, but you never know with Triple H. You never
well,
know.
I what
What's
I saw some
what's
TikTok
best for
video.
business? What's best for
That's where I get some of my information on this. But it was Triple H was talking and he said, "Look, we had Punk was on the Fox show, all the parties were there, and nothing ever came from it." But you think he would? I mean, obviously, whatever's best for business is what Hunter is going to do.
if he came back to WWE, it would be nothing more than an attraction or like a Legends run. No titles, well, no world titles anyway. I don't
Yeah,
think. No major storyline, just more of a Legends. I'm back once a month kind of thing. Because again, the entire AEW locker room's calling the guy poison, calling
Yeah,
the guy a head case, calling the guy every name under the book. So, and then they said the fact that they brought out Colt Cabana is a real fucking punch to the nuts. I mean, that's real, a real punch to the nuts. So, nah,
yeah, because
I
he
don't, I
wonder
don't,
just
I
what
don't
wonder
see
trashed
what
it.
he
him
was thinking
before,
about it.
and I don't think. I mean, him and Hunter didn't have a good relationship. Like he
No,
didn't like him. Like
no, they
it was
hated
one of
each
the
other.
few guys that they did not like each other, and yeah, I just don't see it. It would be very very surprising if he shows up. If he even gets inducted into the Hall of Fame, who knows?
Oof,
I don't see it. I don't see it, but we'll see. Like listen, stranger
I'm
shits
old.
happen.
I'm tired. That's
Stra-
going to be his lasting. That's going to be his legacy. That's the
but
last time that we saw him. I'm
all I'm
old.
saying,
We're
uh,
fucking clowns or babies.
but if CM Punk can come back, if he comes back, if he can come back, then why can't we get Demolition in the Hall of Fame, people? Why can't we squash that beef so my favorite tag team get in the goddamn Hall of Fame already? Enough with this nonsense.
Well, we're never getting Owen, so
No. Nah.
Who?
That's his
Owen.
wife's fault, though. That's his wife's fault. Owen Hart. Don't start. Don't start, Steve. She's calling him the Stone Cold
his
murderer,
his his plaque in the Hall of Fame almost murdered Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Hey, Owen 316, baby. I just broke your neck.
which is one of the greatest T-shirts ever. Easily one of the greatest T-shirts ever. So, but other than that, did you hear also the Vince McMahon investigation was complete? They wasted $15.9 million investigating Vince. We don't know what happened. We don't know the results of that investigation. 15, let's just say $16 million to investigate this guy. No one knows what happened. No one knows anything.
Unbelievable.
Do you think that's a Vince thing, though? Like the
A
reason we
respect
know that.
thing. It's
I don't know. I don't know. That's. I mean, doesn't it have to become public? I don't know. I thought that was one of those things that has to become public. But no, it doesn't open the way easy for him to come back. He's not coming back. I know that's a big question. Now that the investigation's over, will he come back? No.
So I
No.
guess since we're not having a just too sweet until 100, something that I heard that is interesting is that now, do we ever get to see Triple H inducted into the Hall of Fame, like individually?
Um. Yeah, of course.
But when he dies, when he retire, like when he
I
hands it
th-
down to whoever.
if Vince allows it, I think this year coming up will be all about Vince. I think he'll be the main event.
That's why,
Um.
but they're saying like the reason that they're saying that maybe we don't is because Vince was never going to induct himself.
No.
It had to be whenever he stepped away, which had this not happened, maybe he doesn't step away.
Yeah.
But they feel like it's going to be the same thing with Trips because he's not going to want to induct himself. Like, okay, yeah, hey, it's going to be about me this year. No, it's going to be about the other guys.
No. No. He still has an ego. He still wants to get in. He still wants to get in as the game by himself. I don't
he
think it's the
should,
same as
yeah.
Vince. Yeah, I don't think it's the same thing as Vince. I think he wants to get in, and it's easy. You're gonna have Steph could do it, Sean could do it,
Shawn
Kevin
Michaels.
Nash could do it. Any one of the Click members, well, not X Pac, and not Scott Hall, obviously.
No.
All
But
right.
yeah, Kevin Nash. It'll be Shawn Michaels or Stephanie. Those are the two I think that'll do it. One or the other.
I just don't know if we see it happen. At least it's not going to happen anytime soon.
No, I don't think this year. Probably not next year either. I think if Vince is going in this year, it's all Vince. You might have 2 hours of Vince.
He's going to get
That,
inducted by like seven guys.
you know how many people are going to want to come up? Come up and say that shit. So I mean, yeah,
It might just honestly what they should just do is just do like him and just do like a roast of Vince McMahon.
that would be pretty cool, actually.
Yes. And
I wonder how
but-
I wonder how many old territory guys you can get who say he raped my territory and have them come back and say something.
it's got to be on a channel that allows cursing. Put
true.
it on HBO or something.
Well, Peacock when it's on
Yeah,
the pay per view, it's
Peacock?
all good. Yeah, if it's on
Okay.
Peacock, it's all good. The Tales from the Territories. Have you guys been watching that show?
I have not.
I haven't.
It's really good, but the best one was it the AWA? Yeah, the AWA with the Ghanis, and then they said that what Vince, the one thing really sneaky Vince did was he went out there and told the guys, hey, bring your wrestlers to New York. I'll put them on TV. It's before Vince had them on the contract. Your Hogans, your all those guys who became famous. I'll put them on the USA Network on TV to showcase the world. And all that was an audition for Vince to see who he wanted to steal. Oh,
Like who
I like
got
him.
over with the crowd?
exactly. Oh, that guy's over. I'll steal Hulk Hogan. I'm going to steal Jake the Snake. So yeah, I thought that was I thought it was funny only because we know Vince is Vince. So I thought that was pretty goddamn funny.
It's just so crazy how ahead of the game he was.
Yeah,
Like
that's the thing.
He is the whole fucking game. That's what he should be the game. He should be the cerebral assassin, not Triple H. He should be the real cerebral assassin.
Not with
So-
what he's doing, not with what he's been doing. He's not cerebral about anything lately.
he's
No.
beating something else up.
That's crazy. All right, you want to talk about this maybe not possible pay-per-view going on?
when
Saturday?
is it happening? Saturday?
It's Saturday.
At noon because we love our, daytime pay-per-views on Saturdays.
But you got to think about it too. SmackDown was taped, so they have to be over there already.
Yeah,
At
they're
least
probably
on their
leaving
way.
like today is probably when they left.
All right, so now are you hear this report? Are you getting on that plane? I know I'm not. In case anybody watching doesn't know what's going on, there was a credible threat by Iran against Saudi Arabia, and one of their targets was the stadium where the wrestling pay-per-view is going to take place on Saturday. That's the major story. If I'm walking up the steps of that plane and I hear that Twitter story, I am going to turn around and walk down the stairs and tell Triple H, "I'll get you on the next one, my friend. I'll do the next one for free because I'm not going on this trip. I can't do it."
Yeah, so PW Insider reported that WWE will be going forward with the event and that the company had security protocols and emergency contingencies in place if something were to happen, but they're hopeful that there will be no issues. And then on November 2nd, which is today, Iran denied the attack claim. So now we're like, where did this
Because
come from?
Iran's really trustworthy, though. They're one of those trustworthy nations that we all
Very,
love.
very.
And how do you how what's the contingency plan for them launching missiles into
That's
a
what I'm saying.
stadium?
Like I'm like, yeah. So what is your thing? Who's gonna block them? You're gonna put Omas there?
Yeah, like sure they're gonna like they could stop maybe a suicide bomb from getting in the stadium, but you're gonna stop a missile launch? I mean, come on now. Hey, but you know what? You got to get that blood money. You got to get that 500 million that pays for the rest of the year for your pay per views and all your fucking T-shirts and everything.
Pretty
Whatever.
much. I mean, we'll see if Triple H ends that and maybe makes it less of like the crown jewel and what's the other one?
The one they just had over in Wales or whatever.
No, they always have two. Isn't it crown jewel and the
Oh, the greatest Royal Rumble, the
Royal
biggest Royal Rumble, or whatever.
they had
The
that. I think there's
super.
another one too, but I don't remember. Hopefully they just stick to either going once or maybe every other year.
I don't know. Yeah, they got to stop that shit though. I would anyway. I wouldn't step foot in. Here's another question that was posed real quick before we get to the card. Can the Usos go?
Apparently they are going because they have a match.
Let's say, can the guys with all the legal problems? I guess Saudi Arabia don't care if you have legal problems in this country. You're allowed. They don't give a shit. Drunk driving, no problem. Bring them over. We don't care.
Well, I think the issue was with them leaving the country. Like
That's
if
what
the US
that's
was
what I really
okay.
meant. They're okay with them leaving the country. I guess. I guess they did their due diligence and they're allowed to leave.
I guess so. They got
But
the
oh,
green light.
well, now we got to bring it up. Also, I don't know, Steve. I don't know if you've seen it. I did post it. Did everyone catch the Usi, Sami Zayn, Usi?
I did. I saw that.
The dude broke the entire
Oh my god.
bloodline. I watched that like 3 times because I was watching it live when it happened and I couldn't stop laughing. Because how often do you see all 5 guys? Paul Heyman even broke.
Yeah, he was in the
He,
corner.
he didn't laugh. He was like this, just looking straight ahead. And you don't see it on the screen, but even Solo, when they showed another angle, he was like this. He was shaking his head, and he was laughing too. I said, "How great was that?" That's why it's going to be so great when they turn on him. Sammy's going to have so much fucking backing when they turn on him, because I think he's going to go after the tag titles with Kevin Owens eventually, and they're going to win. And that's why they're going to win, because they're going to turn on him. They're going to beat the shit out of him. He's going to get Kevin Owens. They're going to get the tag titles. They're going to win. Genius. This is a genius storyline they got going on right now.
It's awesome. It's
This is
like,
not what
it's
I
one of the
was
most
hearing from
interesting
you guys
things.
about WWE like 4 or 5 months ago. I would
'Cause it
never
wasn't
hear. It was the most genius idea. I was just like looking online to see if there's any like news. There's rumors that it was going to get moved to Orlando, but that turned out to be BS. But I don't know how I stumbled upon this. But Shawn Michaels got how much freaking money for his last match?
Oh God.
What was the last match? That was the
The
Kane
disaster in
Undertaker.
Saudi.
That was in Saudi too.
Yeah. You know how much Shawn Michaels got for this? If this ITR wrestling is correct, $3 million.
That sounds about right
Sounds about right.
to get out of
Don't-
retirement.
But don't forget though too that's his Saudi money. This really
Right.
isn't Vince saying here's $3 million come out.
That's okay.
This is the Saudis saying, hey, we're going to give you whatever extra money you put a show together. So I throw that extra money out there for whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
It's not in Vince's pocket, and they got no hit in the World Series.
That's
That was
awesome.
It's over.
Wow.
That's all right. When the Phillies were hosting the World Series trophy, no one will remember this game.
They will not be doing that. They will.
So game
what
6, they're
what
gonna be doing it in
fleeting
Houston.
feeling to be no hit in the World Series. Ha ha, Bryce Harper. Ha ha ha.
What a great feeling is it to be in the World Series in general?
They're gonna win tomorrow.
Yeah. What do you know about that?
Phillies are gonna win tomorrow.
09, Not
Oh,
too
9.
long
That
ago.
was, it was 13 years ago, right? Time flies.
It's still there.
Look at these fucking orange cheaters. I hate every one of them. Every one of them. Like they make me sick to my stomach to even look at them. All right, let's get back to something more interesting.
Something more important that's not cheating.
Exactly. We don't allow cheating in the WWE. At least I don't think
Yeah.
so. Cheating is a no in professional wrestling. All right, so let's just jump on this card real quick because it's like 11:30, right? We all have to go to bed. Well, I know I do. Steve doesn't go to bed. Steve doesn't sleep at all. Steve's on
Sleep's
that
overrated.
whiskey. He's on that whiskey
I'm
high.
dead.
I
Yes.
swear to God, I'm not even joking, everybody. I wake up in the middle of the night and just check to see what time it is, and there's that little green dot next to Steve's watch. I'm like, why is this guy still awake? What are you doing, man? Go to bed. All right, we'll start off first
He's
of all.
gambling on those volleyball and
Yeah,
baseball
Austra-
matches from Japan.
Australian
Cornhole.
volleyball tournaments.
cornhole.
Oh, they're opening up they're doing the pickleball stuff. They did the men's, now they're doing the women's pickleball.
What the hell
The,
is pickleball?
you haven't seen pickleball?
No, what the hell is pickleball?
I almost got into a fight at my son's baseball thing because of pickleball. It's like a mini tennis court, and it's like a
It's like a
plastic,
racket.
right? It's 2 rackets, and it's like a plastic yellow ball, and I don't know why they call it pickleball, but there was a pickleball tournament going on, fucking ball tournament going on during when my son had a game, and I parked. The lady's like, "No, you can't park here. It's especially for the pickleball tournament." I said, "What the hell is pickleball?" And she was like, "That right there." I said, "Lady, nobody cares about pickleball." And now 6 months later, they're proving like pickleball tournaments and leagues are jumping up. They had a whole special on ESPN today, the Women's Pickleball League. I shit you not.
Now I have to Google this when we get out of here so I can see what the hell.
It does look like a little bit fun though. It's older people. It's not. I don't see a lot of young kids playing it, but they say that the older people, because it's a smaller tennis court, that's basically what it is.
Boss, you want to do us a favor and create a little banner that says Crown Jewel?
Sure, I can do that for you. Let me.
Just so
Let me get
people know what we're
yeah.
talking about.
Look at Dave put on the producer hat there for a second.
I just don't have access to do it anymore yet. So
Why not? All right.
because
there you go.
I don't have the
WWE
login.
Crown Jewel, where
Should say-
everybody might die.
I should say 2022 also.
Sorry.
And you got to put preview and predictions just in case.
2022. What do I got to do? Preview and predictions.
You got to do this
What?
right, boss. You're in our territory now.
So we do the previews.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
By the way, my idea, I don't know if you want to do it, Steve. I don't know if Eric wants to do it or not, but after the 100, I want to do the CM Punk press conference.
Let's
I
do
want
it.
to do it. I want to do it, and I'm gonna get a big bag of like sodas and muffins, and wear a towel, and just start going off on people. There's gonna be everybody on the network though. Like I'm gonna go off on Gil for no reason.
Yes.
I'm gonna go off on Nardo, who I never met. I'll go off on her a little bit. It'd be fun.
Working with children here.
Bunch of
Yeah,
fucking
that's it.
kids.
All these so-called EVPs like Keith and Rodriguez. I'll pick on everybody. These so-called show hosts. Go off on everybody. All right, let's get to this card. Because this might be the last time we see these people alive. So
Yeah.
it's very important that we talk about them. First off, we're going to start the women's tag title. New champions were crowned this past week. By the way, Alexa Bliss and Asuka. They are getting their rematch. Well, the Damage Control is getting their rematch for the tag titles. Damage Control is Dakota Kai and Io, whatever her name is now. What's her
Io
last
Sky?
name? Is it Sky? Yeah, I know Shirai, Sky, whatever. They lost the titles Monday night. They got their quick rematch in the Death Valley that we're gonna call that from now on. Death Valley, because people may die in this pay-per-view. Dave.
Oh, so
Are they getting their titles back like 3 days later, or are we gonna have the Alexa Bliss still champion?
I just don't understand that. I guess that's one of the few things that Triple H has done that I don't understand the booking on that. Why bring these girls back randomly and then have them beat Damage Control when I thought the whole purpose was to, build up Damage Control? So I don't know, maybe it's just to confuse us. I'm gonna say Alexa Bliss and Asuka retain here. Just because
I
I don't
agree with you.
What would be the point of having them lose? Yeah, like you said, a couple days later.
I agree. Plus, they're all going to be wearing their full body unitards, and they're not allowed to show their necks in Saudi Arabia. So that's not a good look for anybody.
Yeah, they don't go out with the regular uniform. They come out like straight up, like all covered
They
spandex.
have to have their neck to their ankles. They have to be completely covered. You never seen that before?
I guess I didn't see the. I've seen that, but I haven't seen the wrestlers
Oh,
wearing
you
that.
really should check out the pay per view because it's very interesting seeing all these
Is that 12
all
noon?
these
12 p.m.
sheiks, all these sheiks like sitting around the ring, and they're all probably worth $1 billion a piece.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's what
and
they are.
it's so funny because it doesn't look like, like when you see like WrestleMania where it's just like straight lined up chairs. It kind of looks like it's like little lounges like all around the ring,
Ah,
like just like
It's
little
all the men are wearing white, like the white. They all look like I said, like sheiks. But then you do have your kids wearing the t-shirts or wearing their
okay.
stuff, or and the kids are all going crazy. But most of the men are just like almost like a Japanese wrestling thing, where all they sit there like this. They don't move. They
Huh.
just stare straight ahead. So it's almost like that. But it's still pretty interesting because when the crowd gets going, the crowd does get going. But they like their Undertakers. They like their Goldbergs.
Like
Unfortunately,
That's why you get Brock.
yeah. That's why Brock is back just to do this pay per view. By the way.
the odds are favorite that the Alexa Bliss and who is it?
Oscar.
Oscar.
Asuka, 71% chance to win this
Yeah,
match.
look at that. Look at this guy
Minus-
busting out
See, this is why you're here. Give us
Minus
why you're here.
250. Minus
Minus
250.
250.
because he's a degenerate. He's trying to. Can I gamble on the crown jewel this week?
I sure can.
All right. Next up, the men's tag team championship for the undisputed titles. We got the Usos, the Bloodline, taking on the Brawling Brutes. I think this was pretty easy. I don't see the Usos losing anytime soon until they fight Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, which will probably be at WrestleMania. So I am going with the Usos to win this one.
Same here. I think they're gonna come out and feel pretty oozy, so they should
Definitely
get that dub.
Very Usy. By the way, I asked to make me a shirt that said honorary Us. Also, I'm hoping I can get that by the 100th. Also,
Are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
get the TT on it?
yes, I'm gonna have several wardrobe changes for the 100th. By the way, and a bow tie. And I told Eric he should get a tuxedo jacket and cut the sleeves off Hulk Hogan style. But
God.
Hogan style.
I don't know if he's gonna do it, but we'll see. Next
The
up,
Usos with a 91% chance of victory.
but we know we're talking.
That's where
about.
you get. That's where you put all your money. But wait,
Yes.
it depends because if they lose by disqualification, then you lose your money.
That's
true. That is
Yes.
true. It has to be a 91% chance to retain the titles. That would be the bet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
See, that's you
Yeah.
gotta watch that underlining bullshit that Vegas tries to pull on you.
Mhm.
Next up, we have the Raw Women's Championship, a last woman standing match, which is very interesting. Bianca Belair versus Bailey. I know how much Dave loves him some Bailey. So, Dave, what are you thinking about this one?
Yeah, I love Bailey so much. Like she is. It's like her and Trish Stratus all time.
Neck and neck, right?
Yeah,
you can
neck
never
and
decide. Hey,
here's
where's Trish back?
No.
She just
That's
came out
just
for
a-
like a couple like house shows,
Yeah, how
and
should
that
she
was
did.
it.
I thought the house shows were the stepping stone.
Well, she hasn't stepped on the TV yet.
There's
They're,
no stone
they're
yet,
mainly
alright.
to like test things out, so I don't know if they're
Yeah.
testing to see if like Trish is still over because I mean you don't have to
Oh,
test that.
please. Come on. She's over. Come on. She's over. As long as there's men in that audience, she's over. What are you
That's
talking
true,
about?
She's over the hill. No, never. Trish still
Yeah,
looks
right. I
amazing.
know that. I knew you were just saying that. It's no way.
No, love you, Trish. Just in case, it does get out there to her. She's
We'll
got
watch.
boost this to Canada,
She watches. She watches.
Canadian boost.
I'll say one thing though, Trish, a little too skinny for me. Just you like go like 2 for $6 Whoppers at Burger King, and we'll be good. We'll be good. Just a little too skinny for me now, but all right. Still
Oh,
hot.
is she?
I'm
She
not
also-
gonna-
Okay.
She's very skinny now. Very skinny. I like that little chub she had back in the day. So, but whatever. So Dave, I'm assuming you're going with Bianca Belair then.
I don't know. See here, I thought Bailey should have won the ladder match at Extreme Rules, and when she didn't, I was like, okay, I guess this isn't going anywhere. But now they're fighting again, so I'm gonna go Bailey.
I'm gonna go Bianca. Actually, I don't think she loses yet.
No, who do you think beats her then?
Charlotte or one of the
Trish.
I think. I think someone like that's going to come back. your Becky or your Charlotte probably because they one of the 4 horsewomen have to have a belt at all times. God forbid you have one of these new women.
I mean, none of them had it for a minute now.
Don't forget what's her name's coming soon. The NXT, the one with the big hiney, Nikita Lyon.
Nikita
whatever.
Lyon.
Rock's
She's
daughter.
Wait
coming.
for her.
Oh, Rock's daughter. The
Hey,
first
Rock's
fourth
daughter
generation.
cut a pretty good promo the other day on NXT. I was surprised. I was like,
Yeah,
wasn't
she
bad
wasn't
at all.
bad.
oh,
she
I,
wasn't
I
bad.
saw like some of the comments in the video were saying that she should have just showed up and won the title.
calm down.
They said, well,
To be
if
to
what
be
was
your
the-
girlfriend? To be
Yeah,
your
Mandy
girlfriend?
Rose. Come on now.
to what?
To
be
be
your
Mandy
girlfriend.
Rose.
I, who's my girlriend? Oh
Yeah,
no,
Mandy Rose.
Mandy Rose is the one that you like.
She's the
Yeah,
champion
I-
NXT.
I like Mandy and there's some others. There's several others. That's why. But they were. What were they saying about it? Damn, I can't think of her name. What was the Asian girl from 15 years ago? Who she won the title of very first match.
Oh, AJ Lee, not AJ.
no, Asian.
Yeah. Asian
First match.
WWE.
No, that was what's her name? Wow, I have my drawing a blank now. This chick who just went to AEW, she won in her first match.
Oh, Paige.
Paige, she won in her first match. Who else won in
No,
her
but
first
she's not
match?
Asian. No, this
I
is
know.
like 15
No, she's not. Asian.
wrestler one title first
15 years ago.
match.
Asian. I can't think of
Oh my
a.
God,
an
what
Asian
is her
champion.
name?
Gail Kim.
Gail Kim. Holy crap! Yes.
Oh, Gail Kim. Wow, man, that's really throwing it back there.
I said like 15 years ago. When was Gail Kim?
She
but she
won
had,
the
like,
title in her
she's-
first match.
Yeah,
Wow,
she's
I
also
didn't know that.
Canadian. So there's that. I just looked up. She's Canadian.
And married to Mr. Robert Irvine.
Okay. Yeah. Gail Kim Irvine. All right. Well, anyway, they said if she could do it back then, why can't the Rock's daughter do it now? But they got a new. It's not. They didn't have the whole deal with how big the NXT, how big they wanted it to be back then, as it is now.
Not only that, but you also don't want her to get off on the wrong foot where people are just going to be like, oh, she
Locker
only
room
won
stuff.
because she's the Rock's daughter and all that other stuff. So I'm pretty sure she also wants to build herself up.
And I love the fact that she's part of a faction. Like right off the bat, it takes the pressure off for a little bit, lets her ease into it, and get used to it. Because like you said, how much pressure? She's a first, 4th generation superstar now.
That's insane.
Oh my God!
It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot
Generation
of pressure.
after generation. That's crazy.
Yeah,
yeah, it's
it's,
a lot of
already
pressure
enough
to
that it's the
report, yeah.
Rock, but yeah, the 4th, you have to like make your mark.
And she,
And
you
Eventually,
either take
she might
off
be on
and
the bloodline.
branch out elsewhere, or continue the legacy.
She might be on the bloodline in a year. You don't know. She might move up with the big boys, be with them, be with the family. I think it would have been an awesome stable to have all the Samoans in there.
Oof. Oh
Was it-
man, but see, then I feel like, man,
They
they
got-
should have brought her in maybe a little bit sooner, just to like, because if we do get WrestleMania, Rock, and Roman, and she's the one that cost the Rock the match, like,
Oof.
and joins the bloodline, like, if she acknowledges Roman, like, it's just a lot.
Oh, that sounds like a really intriguing storyline, though.
Yeah, I think it would work. You divorced my mother and married some other chick. Hey, you want to get deep? Want to get deep? You got kids with this
Hey.
new women, these little girls running around, but I'm your first daughter. Blah blah blah.
Look at the storylines Triple H was involved in, going to people's houses and whatnot, throwing them through their own
Katie
windows.
Katie Vick, probably the worst storyline in the history of professional wrestling.
Such good shit.
Well, I got Bianca. You got Bailey. That's a good bit. What's the odds on that one, Steve? Come on, Steve. You got to throw the odds out there.
I lost it. Hold on.
Oh,
Because I was trying to look up the rest of Gail Kim's name. Hold on. Yep. I'll find it. Go ahead,
All right.
continue.
well, the next one is probably the worst
found it.
match.
Bianca Belair with a 74% chance to win.
Wow.
There you go.
That's a
Bailey
Bailey is plus 188.
Put your money on Bailey, guys. Well-
Next match, probably the worst match in the history of professional wrestling.
Oh my god.
Braun Strowman versus Omos. I mean, this is. I think the crowd's going to eat this or not because it's two monsters. It's like Godzilla versus Kong. This match. That's basically what it. And that's not a racial thing, so everyone can shut up. But it's almost like Godzilla versus Kong. So it's just two big. I don't know. I think Braun Strowman should win this one, but because Omos has really done nothing with his career so far, I think he has to win this one. So I'm going to go with Omos to win this.
Why is it Omos and not Omos?
Either one you want. It can be Edward James almost
Well,
for like
why-
that. He's
no, I-
fucking terrible. He's fucking terrible. He's almost getting fired because he
Man,
sucks
that-
so bad.
MVP, like from MVP back in the day, MVP?
Yep.
Isn't his corner? Okay.
I'm going with Omos because he needs this more than Strowman does.
Yeah, but I mean, do you want Strowman to get? Well, it's a single. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'm pretty sure there's a big plus on this one. I'm gonna go that this match ends in a draw.
Ooh, you're going with a draw. I like that though.
They don't have that
In a-
option. So
You're calling a schmaz, so to speak.
I'm getting that plus 2,000 right now on it.
yeah. Braun Strowman has an 82% chance of victory in this one.
Wow.
Because I just saw it's a singles match. So if they want to keep both guys strong, I would say they wouldn't have either one of them lose. But
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they'll
who
beat the
knows
shit
if
out
that
of each other.
happens. Yeah, they should start. They should destroy the entire ringside to make this match interesting. Because if they just stick to being in ring, this is gonna be horrible. This is gonna be hard to watch.
They should fight, open the show in the ring, go fight backstage, and like every match, after every match, you show them backstage fighting until the end, and then something happens because no one wants to see this match. Maybe the little kids in Saudi Arabia do, but that's probably about it. Because they're horrible, both of them. Well, Strowman's okay. He's at least athletic. Omos
Yeah.
he's a big goon. He's the
Giant
I guess-
Gonzalez.
yeah. I guess he'd be Godzilla, right? He'd be Godzilla because Godzilla's stiffer because he has little arms.
7-3. Holy crap.
Yeah, he's a monster. Him next to AJ Styles is one of the funniest tag teams you've ever seen in your life. It was ridiculous.
But his name is a fucking nightmare. to pronounce.
Yeah,
Tolulupe Omegahin.
that's why it's
His
called
real name.
Omos. That's why it's called Omos.
Do you guys ever see Horrible Bosses too?
Yes.
They drive in and the Indian guy, he's just call me Ben because
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like Haminajaj or something. And when he's trying to explain, he's like Haminajaj. That name's a fucking nightmare. I'm just gonna call you Ben.
Next up, Drew McIntyre versus Karrion Kross in a steel cage match. I think this one's obvious too. Dave, what are you thinking?
I'm gonna go Cross on this one, even though Drew didn't get it last time. But I think you just got to go with Cross here.
I do too. I don't think he wins fairly, but I think he wins.
Yeah, something fishy might happen with Scarlett, or maybe this is where we get Bray Wyatt come out because he's supposed to be there. In what
Interesting.
role, we don't know.
And did you see the latest rumor, Dave, too? Because now supposedly Bray Wyatt is following somebody, and he's calling him Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy looks an awful lot like what's his name, with the eye, who just left AEW again. Malachi Black.
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black. He looks an awful lot like Aleister Black. So I don't know if
Hmm.
Aleister Black's going to be the leader of this new, and Bray Wyatt's just a pawn or a soldier, but Uncle
Yeah.
Howdy's here now.
First thing.
Howdy doody.
I don't know if I hate that, but
It could be wrong. It might be. Old Bray keeps saying now is I'm just a slave. I'm just a spoke in the wheel, and then he said Uncle Howdy, and then they showed a picture of the guy, and they put him and Aleister Black next to each other, and it's like, well, yeah, they actually do really look much alike. So that could be interesting. Definitely a swerve.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't see
This
that
one's the
coming.
closest odds of any of the matches so far. It's got Drew McIntyre with a 60% chance to win.
Ooh.
Nah, I'm going carrying Cross.
That's
You
close
can't
there. That's
you
almost like a
can't
pick 'em though.
you can't bring the guy back and have him lose like that quickly. So I don't know. All right, we'll move on because the next one. Here we go again. Here's Kong versus Godzilla Part Two. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley, which everyone's actually been wanting to see this match for a really long time. I haven't. I don't really care.
Well,
Can
I like what they've
I,
done
I
with it. Like the build-up has been pretty. It's been
Oh, the build-up's
interesting.
good and everything, but it's Lesnar's just spear, spear, suplex, kick, punch, elbow, done.
He taps people out sometimes.
We'll see.
I'm like in 2015 now in my rewatch, but I'm way into where I've never seen any of this stuff before. But I'm just like I didn't see Brock Lesnar during that era, and how he used to like ragdoll John Cena, and I didn't see all that. So like I'm watching now. I'm like I bypass a lot of stuff, but when Brock Lesnar just comes out and he just annihilates people, it's just for me watching it 7 years in the rear, it's a little bit different. But it's like he's I'm talking about 2015 now. He's that menacing guy that it wasn't like he when he came back and he didn't like look around at the crowd to see the reaction. Let me see. He grabbed John Cena, slung him over his shoulder, and just did the F5. But that was all that he ever did. Like he just it was ruthless. From that perspective, if it wasn't
It's
panning,
even worse now,
catering
Steve.
to
It's
the
even
crowd.
worse now. Like him
But
and Roman, the first couple times were just finishers. They just hit finishers on each other for 10 minutes,
that's
and then that was
terrible.
the end of the match. Oh, Goldberg
Well, that
too.
was Vince though.
Yeah, like, look, you hit your finisher, I hit my finisher. I'll do three of mine. You do suplex, 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 spear, spear, spear. Match is over. It's like, dude, really? I didn't need to see that match
And that was the
at
main
all.
event. That would be the main event of
Yeah,
pay-per-views. So it was bad. Like what we've got in the last couple two matches of them has been a lot better than what we got a while. But I think this one's gonna be good because at least Bobby Lashley isn't like I don't know Seth Rollins or trying to think of someone else or Dean Ambrose where we know that they're gonna get ragdolled.
yeah,
You know
that's
he
true.
can do some damage to Lesnar as well.
That's true. By the way, it just came across my phone. Christian Javier, who started the game for the Astros, he no hit for six. His parents told him he's going to pitch a no hitter today.
Shut up.
Oh my god.
That's what he said. He just said, "My parents told me I was going to no hit them today," so he went out there and threw six no hit innings.
Oh yeah, his parents. What did they?
His parents are furious too. I bet his father cheated on his mother. His mother cheated on his father.
God, I
Fucking
was gonna say,
cheated.
what his parents got like the batting lineup
Yeah, they probably
for
cheated for him. They were probably the ones sending the signals. Nah, you see, they were the ones sending the signals out. They know. They know how to cheat, right? Next up, we got a six-man tag. The OC, the returning original club. Gals and Anderson are
Oh,
back.
Brock Lesnar has a 77% chance to win this match. Sorry.
Oh
I
wait, did we pick it? We didn't pick anybody, Tim.
we didn't pick anybody. I'm gonna go Lesnar.
Okay, that's why I missed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll go Lesnar here too, since Lashley won last time.
yeah, and plus Lesnar hasn't won in a while in a big match.
Yeah, you're right.
Roman fucked him up a couple times, so yeah, I'm gonna go Lesnar. Yeah. So the next one is the OC, AJ Styles, Gals and Anderson taking on the Judgment Day, who consist of Finn Balor, uh, the wonderful, awesome Dominic Mysterio, and
The
Damian
modern
Priest.
day Eddie Guerrero, get it right.
That's right. I'm sorry, the modern day Eddie Guerrero with the worst haircut in the history of wrestling. Um, this is actually a hard one to pick. But I'm going to go Judgment Day. I think they finally hit their stride, and you
Finally
got to
winning matches.
you got to keep them winning to keep that the fact that they're a dangerous faction alive. I think they're going to win. So I'm going to go Judgment Day.
Um, I feel like every time I pick Judgment Day, they somehow lose. It doesn't matter what it is, they lose. So I'm going reverse jinx here. Going with the OC.
Okay. OC with a 67% chance of winning.
Ooh, that's the second one,
This
second
is
closest.
close.
Yeah, it's
And
close.
well, finally, the main event, which I don't know, Steve, you heard about this yet? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't.
I did.
Ro-
Because I was looking up stuff, and
Yeah.
there's a rumor online that Logan Paul's brother is going to be there.
Oh, really? I wouldn't see why.
Jake.
I don't know. I don't know which one's which anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, I had to look it up.
Come on.
Jake just fought a boxing match, right?
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
fought Silva and won.
Yeah. What does that say about Silva, dude? You better walk. You better hide for the rest of your life. I don't ever want to see his face again. Listen to one of the Paul brothers. Yeah, Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul, an Extreme Rules match for the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Intercontinental European fucking tag women's title hardcore version 3 belt. If Logan Paul wins this match, I am quitting professional wrestling.
No 100th episode.
I'm walking away before the 100th episode. I will never discuss it ever again.
We lost Tim. Where's the 100, Steve? I don't know where Tim went, but
The show will
pretty
die
sure
at
Logan
99.
Paul.
It'll die at 99. I will get an injunction, so the 100th will never happen because I am that upset. No, I just don't see it happening. Like I said, Roman's going to lose. He's going to lose at WrestleMania, and he's got to lose to a Cody Rhodes or that type of guy. But Logan Paul has been extremely impressive, and I will give him his props for his 2 matches because the dude put in the work, and that work is courtesy of the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. Steve,
What-
Steve.
not Bret
How,
Hart.
do- how,
Shawn
how does
Michaels.
how can he tell where he's looking?
What are we talking about?
Shawn Michaels.
He just closed one eye. What are
Shawn
you
Michaels,
talking
you like
Yeah.
look at him like
Look at
this.
Like that, that's all. So yeah,
Oh,
That's what he wears the
yeah,
hat
of course,
for. He's
of
wearing
course,
the
he's
hat.
gonna be like he's like teacher's pet now.
Well, his brother can show up if he wants to, but Roman Reigns has the bloodline. Notice how we don't have Solo mentioned any of these matches, so I mean he could probably be at ringside, if not
In
just
2 weeks, he'll
Usos.
probably super. Shawn Michaels will show up at this event and super kick Logan Paul.
I hope so. That'd be awesome. So I'm
Can't be
going
friends
Roman. I'm going Roman, and I don't even think it should be close, but I guess for the showman, they have to make it a little close. Ronda Rousey.
Now I hope Logan Paul goes for a big moment and he botches it. He falls off the ropes or something, trying to do a.
So by the way, Ronda Rousey says if she was booking this show, Logan Paul would beat Roman Reigns for these titles. And my response to that was, "That's why you're not fucking booking your show, stupid Ronda Rousey. Shut your mouth, Ronda Rousey, and move on with your life." So yeah, Roman Reigns, 100%. Steve, 100%.
Yeah, that should be 100%.
It
There
better
should be like no.
It is not 100%. It is very
Oh
close.
my god.
It's close.
Well, remember,
What a
because
night-
you also have the DQ finishes. I guess that's why it's not 100%.
Okay. It better be not under. It has to be over 98. Gotta be at least 98.
91.
No, that's too much.
91.
That's too much credit to
Um,
Logan Paul.
Yeah. Yep. Biggest
don't-
underdog.
You think that they would do something? Because normally the celebrities don't lose. Even though I don't know if we still consider Logan a celebrity since he has a signed contract now.
He
Do
hasn't
we,
lost in 3 years, Roman Reigns?
yeah.
Nope.
So do we think? Is it possible that Logan wins by DQ? Kind of
The
like
only
how
way-
Seth beat. Well, how Seth, I guess, beat Roman because Roman.
Oh,
Hit
and
him
Sean
with the
super
chair?
kicks Logan Paul. He's gonna win. Roman's gonna win by DQ.
Shaw's not going.
Yeah, Sean's
Shaw's not making that trip.
like,
No way.
Sean's like, I'm staying over here in NXT.
Yeah,
Keep me in
he ain't making
Orlando.
Yeah, the only way he gets disqualified is if he does it on purpose.
Yeah, which I can maybe see happening because everyone's like talking about like how, be careful of Logan. Who now apparently Logan has, what is it, steel nails in his knuckles or something like that.
Something ridiculous, yeah, because he knocked out Jay
What is
Uso,
this, Lex
whatever.
Luger all over again with the
Yeah,
bionic
that's
elbow?
Yeah.
exactly what they're going for with it. So they're like, oh, be careful of this, and that. Like if Logan could beat him, which I don't think it should be close. He'll probably have like his couple of moments, I would say. But Roman
Couple
should
big
just
spots.
raw dog this guy.
Exactly. 91% my ass.
But if they want to keep Logan looking good and still with that win streak, why not, have him win by DQ? Where Roman is the one that like just gets frustrated and starts beating him with a chair or something.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll accept that. But I don't want Roman to lose, even if like an Uso interferes, and that's kind of. I want him to like go crazy and beat the shit out of Logan Paul, kind of disqualification. That'd be much more better for the character, and you kind of accept that loss.
Yeah.
But he hasn't lost at all in 3 years. Is Logan Paul going to be that guy? Right? No DQs, no pins, no submissions, nothing.
Yeah.
And you're gonna hand that to Logan Paul of all people?
That can't be. I think Triple H is not. I think he's going for that.
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance at a DQ. Even I'm at 100% Roman.
Yeah. I haven't kept
Yeah,
up with
I'll
it. It
go
doesn't make
Roman.
sense. For
You know why? Because you could pull off a Logan Paul. Like he's gonna give him a good match. As long as he gives him a good match and it's not a squash, Logan Paul will walk out looking okay. Plus, he's gonna do some high spots. He's gonna do some fucking somersaults, some backflips, some stupid moves. It'll come off good. And Roman will be like, "Oh my god, I don't underestimate this guy. This guy's actually pretty good. I have to step it up." And then he'll win. And then Logan will get the respect and all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, he'll probably give Roman a super kick. I'll put a plus on that.
uh,
You should check the sports book. See what kind of bets they take. Because what do they use? They use Sportsbook? Which ones do they use, WWE?
DraftKings.
DraftKings.
Yeah, they do like free pools, which I sometimes do, and occasionally essentially I think it's like $10,000. Let's say the pot, and if you get like I'll ask like 7 random questions. If you get all 7, then you get like a part of the pot with whoever else gets it. So like if 1,000 people got 7 right, then they split that pot.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, I might try it this week.
Yeah, I think I've won like I forgot for what pay-per-view it was. I won like $25 that I got like
Nice.
8 out of 9. But then every other one that I've done, I've been complete garbage because it's like I know you've seen AEW how John Moxley, greatest AEW world champion, does what is it? It's not the dirty deeds anymore. It's the what the hell is his special move? Is the finisher? It's the DDT. What does he call it?
Same old shit.
Well, whatever he calls it,
The
let's say-
SOS. Same old shit.
whatever it's called, he has that. But then he also does a move called the Death Rider, and it's a DDT. But he just like lifts him up higher. It is ridiculous. And one of the things was, how many shit, I forgot what it, I gotta look it up. How many of like his special move is he gonna do, which is the normal name? But he ends up doing one, but then in the second one that he does, they call it the Death Rider, and because of that, it didn't count as 2. It counted like he just did 1.
So it's the same move, just a little higher.
really?
Yeah.
That sounds like John Moxley's MO. He does the exact same thing, only slightly different, and it's supposed to be world changing.
The Astros just went to Twitter and put "How we feeling, Houston," and they spelled "feeling" PHEE LING.
So they're cheaters and they can't spell.
Whoever's running that
That was very clever, Phillies.
It wasn't
Feeling.
clever at all. You just poking the bear, and the bear's name is Bryce Harper.
Hit him in the face. Hit him in the mouth.
I can't wait for that hair flip when he hits the.
Ugh, disgusting. Oh
and
my god. I fucking hate him.
Now we got to make sure. I'm gonna make sure I share this on the Just Too Sweet page, this way we can make sure everyone gets our picks and our predictions. Since we're cheating
I'll cut it.
and not doing the
I'm-
Just Too Sweet show.
I'll cut it so nobody has to like fast forward stuff.
Oh, nice! I know you can do that.
So,
you
know,
got the skills. You got the skills.
we got
to pay
the
bills.
skills at Pop Culture Pros.
Sweet. That's good. Then we can post them on there, and it'll all be good. Dave looks perplexed.
Dave is there very perplexed.
Because I'm here trying to figure out what the name of this stupid move is. Because it's the Death Rider, but then there's another name for it.
The same old shit.
Now it looks like they just call it the Death Rider.
It's called the I Suck.
I mean, he's a 3-time world champion.
It's
Wow.
called
World champion.
it's called I Am the Worst Book Champion Ever.
Paradigm shift. That's what it is. Paradigm shift.
A pile of shit. That's what it's
Pretty
on.
much. It's a DDT, but one he just regular DDT like he does the dirty deeds, but the Death Rider he lifts him up a little higher. Well, he actually lifts him up, and then comes down.
But it was a two-handed, right? The paradigm shift.
Yeah,
The
but
dirty deeds, whatever it was two hands though, not just the regular Jake the Snake DDT.
yeah, it's the same old John Moxley.
Exactly. Just like he was the same guy in WWE, just he's not wearing a hazmat suit like Vince wanted him to or something, whatever the fuck that storyline was. This is good shit.
Wait, is this Oh my god! You know that website change.org where they have all the petitions and stuff?
Yeah.
Like you sign petitions, whatever. So this petition, I was looking up the name of the move, and this petition is to ban Jonathan Moxley's use of the paradigm shift to protect all Elite Wrestling's roster. And it says, "My name is Mark Sterling." Is this like a what the hell is this? What is
He's
this?
in AEW. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Mark Sterling is who?
He's like a manager in AEW.
Oh my god! It says, "My name is Mark Sterling. I serve as legal counselor for Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Please hear my message and continue to stand with my client through this very trying time. All Elite Wrestling was officially announced on January 1st, 2019. 1 week later, they unveiled a vision to deliver a golden age of professional wrestling, new and authentic. My client believed in that vision. Wrestling fans around the globe believed in that. This is hilarious.
It is. It's
and
MJF, baby.
It says, next line, all Elite Wrestling fans deserve Maxwell Jacob Friedman as world champion. Jonathan Moxley poses a threat to the reputation and vision of All Elite Wrestling. Furthermore, Moxley poses an imminent physical threat to both my client and the entire All Elite roster of wrestling." And it talks about how he's unstable and all that stuff. And there's 4,568 people who have signed.
That is so funny.
I'm gonna sign.
I'll send you the link.
So I'm definitely gonna sign that.
You got to put it on Just Too Sweet page.
There's a website, and it's Maxwell Jacob Friedman.com.
That's why he's the best.
I'm afraid that they're not gonna have him beat Moxley now.
Wait, what is like? This is all connected, and it takes you to his website, and it says he's better than you, and you know it. The youngest and hottest star in professional wrestling.
He's a generational talent.
Look at this. Send all this over to Mrs. Ant.
Oh, I will. He has nothing against Mac. He doesn't like Kenny Omega.
Oh, okay.
Kenny Omega is his mortal enemy.
I
For
got
some odd reason, I pointed out to him the other
He's a
day.
bad worker,
like,
must be.
I pointed out to him. I was like, "Oh, you like Carrie? I like Kenny. Like, what? There's something there."
I'm not gonna say a word. I'm not gonna say a word.
But is that the whole? That's the main event, right?
That's it. That's the wrap up.
12 p.m.
So
Saturday.
I wonder what they're thinking, because I saw a couple of pages saying, and I also came across that they were saying that that the brother might show up. But I also came across the website that I used to use like way back in the day, like in the 90s, and they're still there for wrestling news and stuff, and it's called Raja. I don't know, you guys have ever heard it? RAJAH.com.
No.
I would go to that thing every single day. They would have the rundown of all the tapings and all this stuff, and I would read it. And I'd always, every week, I'd say, no, I'm not watching. I'm not going to read the spoilers for the Raw tapings. And I'd go and read it anyway. Damn it.
Steve was giving away the script before it happened.
Freddie
Nitro
Prinze Jr.
style.
says he is certain MJF will defeat John Moxley at Full Gear.
Oh yeah, a
Weird.
little more wrestling news too. Supposedly Billy Corgan is talking to Triple H about joining the NWA and WWE joining together.
Ooh.
Now I don't know who's in the NWA, but okay, whatever.
Who
Opens a few
currently is
doors.
there?
Opens a few doors.
Well, I mean, maybe it could just be like the Impact thing they did,
Maybe.
which you saw that, right? That it finally like came out why Billy wasn't there at
No,
the
I did.
DX. So
Oh yeah. Because Tony Khan.
he wanted that Tony Khan wanted it to be mentioned that he was coming for like he's from AEW, and WWE like thought about it and they're like, yeah, no, they just
And that,
couldn't come to terms with it.
and I also heard he was going to come though. Anyway, and Tony Khan's like, well, if they're not going to say it, then you can't go. I think it was that kind
Yeah.
of mutual thing.
I just looked up NWA, and is Trevor Murdoch is their champion.
Trevor Murdoch from the
Yeah.
fucking '90s.
Trevor Murdoch is their world champion, and he's had the title for 141 days.
Wow.
I'm looking at Trevor Murdoch from back in the day. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Tyrus. He's a former
That's,
WWE guy,
yeah,
right?
That's Brodus Clay.
Okay, he's the world television champion. Some dude named Homicide is the junior heavyweight champion. Those are the only ones Tyrus is, and somebody named Camille is the women's champion.
No tag titles.
Tag titles, tag team championships. La Rebellion.
FTR.
I wouldn't be surprised if FTR. They have every other belt.
Yeah, they have every single championship belt. It's like that's it.
It's a tag team made up of Mecha Wolf 450 and Bestia 666.
That is their actual names. They have numbers in their names, their ring names.
Yeah, like this one's. I'll just read the one. Leonardo. It's not Leonardo. There's an R in front of the end. Leonardo Carrera is a Mexican luchador, a professional wrestler, better known by their in-ring name Bestia 666.
Wow.
And the other guy is Mecha Wolf 450. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Start
there's a-
rethinking that, Triple H. Start rethinking that deal.
Trevor
Mecha-
Murdoch is the champion. Like the champion. The world
Mecha
champion.
Wolf 450. Wow. What? Did he pick a name out of a hat? Did he have his kid pick his name? Because, wow.
Dave, next show you're gonna come on is Mecha Wolf 450 or whatever.
Mecha Wolf 450. I want to know what this guy looks like.
No. We are going to take a look at what Trevor Murdoch currently looks like.
You're gonna post it. You're gonna put it up.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Okay, Mecha Wolf 450 doesn't look bad, but like, that's such a name.
Are you ready for this?
I'm dying to see it.
So to see the NWA World Champion.
This is their. By the way, yeah, this is their world champion.
Oh boy. Boy, he's definitely Trevor Murdoch, all right.
They're going, I guess, the Dusty route.
That's
I
horrible,
mean-
baby.
Wow, he looks so much worse than I expected.
It's a rough. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Their
I
roster
kind
must
of
be
want to see
thin.
how he works in the ring now.
So that roster must be pretty thin, and I don't mean that because he's fat. I mean that because but he's the fucking champion.
He's a two-time. This is the second time he won it.
He must be over. He must be cutting
I
these
guess
promos
so.
that are like outdoing his in ring.
There's no way. What Trevor Murdoch with promos?
Jesus.
It must be. Maybe Vince didn't see the true potential.
Yeah.
Trevor Murdoch.
Trevor Murdoch. Listen, it's 12:15. I said I would hold this to an hour and 15 minutes. You bastards. 3 hours. This is almost like the Marvel show that you did to me
Oh
back
my
in the
god.
day.
That was like 8 hours.
All right, let's wrap it up here and go round robin here. Any final thoughts here? We've talked about a shit ton of things tonight. Any final thoughts here, Timmy? Timmy.
No,
All right.
I'm good. I think we said enough in 3 hours. I'm done.
I even moved myself down here for the wrestling.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm back. My
Back up
hand was
top.
starting to shake.
Starting to have that switch.
Dave, Dave, what do you got?
John should have kept Gino.
Cut him off.
And
Cut him off.
and Crown Jewel, 12 p.m. Saturday. Don't you guys forget.
Yep. Head to the website. Got a few, small movies that we're giving away things for, like the Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, tiny little guys. In Phoenix, we have a sweepstakes going out for the movie The Menu. She Said is coming. I think I posted something for that today. That is, of course, the story about how Hollywood was not so good to people, and specifically Harvey Weinstein. So that's there. New on Netflix, new on all that good stuff is coming up here. And there was one other thing. One other thing that I did want to say. I saw it like the middle of last week. I guess she was announcing the third season of Dead to Me, or she was talking about it. But Christina Applegate, I don't know if you guys saw, like a year ago. First of all, she went through breast cancer. She dealt with all that. Now she's dealing with MS, and now she's at like an advanced stage of that, and she can't walk anymore.
What?
She needs to use the walking sticks, and so it must have been the premiere, I guess, of
Christina Applegate.
Wow.
Yeah.
And wow, to not to shun on everyone's parade, but Shannon Doherty also began saying goodbye to her family. So we're going to lose two of those fucking women icons from our childhood. Wow.
Yeah,
well,
that's exactly why.
She's fucked up.
That's why I mentioned that. Yes. But that's why I mentioned Applegate, because that's like, Married with Children. That's when that's when we all kind of like, oh, who's this? But yeah, so she's got Emma, and she's got she's being a good sport. Obviously, she's talking about the design of her walking sticks, and that she went to a bedazzled look for a certain event. She said she doesn't need to hear about it, doesn't need to talk about it. She's like, I know I have MS. I know the situation. You don't have to ask me how I am. That kind of thing. But it's sad to see, somebody like that, somebody like anybody, and anybody, but from our childhood, not so much Dave, but from our childhood.
I grew up watching Married with Children.
I know. To now fast forward to now that she's got this debilitating thing, and she, after fighting off cancer, like how much do some people in this world have to deal with,
It's cruel.
So yeah, so watch Dead to Me. That I don't know. You guys watched the first couple of seasons. The first season was good. Second season was okay, but
I've enjoyed them. I thought it had like good little twist to it.
Yeah. Well, the first season for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it could be wanting to watch like what's gonna happen in season 2, and then
Yes.
season 2 has like that. I want to obviously spoil it, like that call back to one of what happened. So
What really?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, definitely, and that'll.
So has
I
she
think that's
said that
mid-November.
Is acting like, is she done, or is she gonna?
She didn't say anything about acting. This series is done. This is the last season. It was always going to be the last season.
Yeah.
They were all going to do 3 seasons, but she didn't say anything about that. It was more of her just like saying, "Hey, I'm back on took some time off social media, and now I have these sticks, these walking sticks, basically." Yeah, so a lot of good Christmas stuff coming up. Some nice Christmas movies coming up on Netflix to get you into the spirit of things. Lindsay Lohan, baby.
Back
Lindsay
at it,
Lohan.
baby.
All right, but I say all that to go to the website, subscribe, YouTube, sign up for the emails on the website, so you get up to the minute updates on all the shows, on all the stuff that's going on the small screen, the big screen, and of course on most fields imaginable. Pickleball soon. So that'll do it for this elongated 3-hour marathon of unsportsmanlike conduct. And we will talk to you guys next week. I'll keep you updated, of course, in the group. But until then, peace out, everybody. Peace.